Hi, so today's day 3 after my first ever Bufo Alvarius experience. If you don't know what it is, look it up. That won't tell you what it is, by the way. But yeah, it's impossible to tell anybody what it is. But with the video of my first experience, I posted an article, and maybe some of those things will give you a vague idea of what you can expect. No, they won't. Yeah, it's really tricky. Anyway, look, this is how I feel, right? This morning, by 7 a.m., 3 or 4 things had happened to me that were amazing to me, that have never happened to me. And I should have written them down. I knew I should have written them down. I can't remember all of them right now. Um, One of them was I was in this state, before you're completely awake and you're no longer totally asleep, because my alarm had been going off and I'd just been pressing snooze and everything, and you're not quite awake but you're not quite asleep. Well, for the first time in my life that I can remember, and this even on ayahuasca in 6 ceremonies, this has never happened to me. It's never happened to me in peyote. It's not happened to me with mushrooms. It's not happened to me even with Bufo Alvarius. I had some very, very clear, closed eye visions, clear cut, super, super clear, super bright, super defined. And don't ask me why. It was the cover, but it was like these pyramids, like there are on the cover of Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. It was exactly that thing, and I think 2 of the sides were red, and another one was another color. I'm not sure. And there was one in the center, and then there were other triangles all around like that, and it seemed like it was drawing a clock, and there was this laser that would go out, draw the triangle, and then it would go back and it would move on to the next one, and it looked like a clock that was moving backwards. And I asked myself, what the hell is that supposed to mean? And the idea that came to me, and I don't know if that's right, but the idea that came to me is that, yeah, time is running out. Make the most of it. Time's running out for me. It's time running out for the people that I love. And I'm sure as fuck gonna miss them when they're not here. And so time is running out, and yeah. So anyway, I definitely, right now I'm a bit tired. I don't know if that shows, but I'm a bit tired. Maybe because I spent a few hours at the gym yesterday, hadn't done it for a long time, and I don't know, maybe it's hitting me now. Throughout the day, I've been grateful, feeling amazing at certain points, feeling just fantastic, like I've rarely ever done in my life. I can't remember feeling this enthusiastic about life since I was a kid. I can remember one day when I was a kid, and I don't know why it happened that day specifically. I must have been 9 or something like that, 8 or 9. And that day, for the first time in my life, I just wanted to go to school early so that I could play with some friends in the playground. And that's the only day in my whole life that I wanted to go to school early. I always hated school. And that day, I woke up, and I don't know why, I was energized, and I felt alive and wanting to live and everything. And today I've been feeling, at certain moments I've been feeling like that, and it just made me think of that. So I would say it's been 33 years since I felt this, 32 or 33 years since I felt this good. Just will to live, conviction that I'm gonna be doing some changings over the next few weeks, curiosity to see what they're going to be, and just throughout the day seeing my reactions be different, being more grateful for things, for enjoying things more. Just great. I mean, just fantastic. And I'll give you an example, and then I'll shut up. I got stopped by the police. My van's very old. They wanted to check if I had a certain thing. I didn't have it. I knew they were going to find me. When I saw them wave me over, for a few moments, I got like, oh, what the hell? And then I decided consciously to just control how I felt. And so I just sat there and I relaxed, and it just, it is what it is. And and I just started feeling amazingly well. I had this guy telling me, I'm going to take your license and I'm going to take your license plate away and I'm going to give you a fine. And I was sitting there feeling absolutely fine. Great. I had this great, feeling of energy going through my legs and body and everything, slightly reminiscent of the experience that I had with the Bufo Alvarius. And the guy goes to the back of the van to unscrew the number plate and take it with him, and then he just comes back to me and says, you know what, I'm going to let you off with a warning. Now, I'm not saying or implying that's got anything to do with the way I felt, okay? Some people might say, oh, that's because of it. I've got no reason to believe that.